Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I take my client lighter by using a partial tip out technique. So I'm starting with her base. She just has a partial highlight and we're just going to be brightening up all her ends. I'm going in with Matrix Light Master in a 20 volume. I'm sectioning her hair at the crown, leaving the underneath untouched because we want to keep that dark. Now I'm taking a diagonal section and a pretty big weave just to keep more depth and dimension transitioning from that darker color. I'm going to be teasing that so we have a seamless blend and then adding my bleach and feathering up. Going to take the same sectioning on the left side and just saturating that hair very well and feathering up. Now I'm going to be going into the middle and taking the same section. For the first round of foils, I like to do a bigger weave just to keep the depth and dimension in there. This tip out technique is a great technique for a client that's a level 6 or above, or a client that you know their hair will lift very well. It's great if you're wanting to give your clients just that extra pop on the ends, if they have a partial already and they just need that extra pop. Now that I've done a couple rounds of those weaves, I'm going to be taking a slice, still leaving a little bit of hair in between, but these slices are going to give bigger impact blonde and less dimension, but we're going to still be having depth with those teases. I'm still taking those diagonal back sections, but this time I'm just doing a thin slice and just going in and teasing that. I'm not taking a section off of that slice. I'm just taking that one slice and just teasing it and doing the tip out. Same thing with this slice, just one thin slice and a good tease, and then painting and feathering it up. When I'm doing tip outs, especially for this technique, I like to take a thinner section to get a more clean and even lift. Now that I'm onto the front, these tip outs are just going to be big slices with no hair left in between. We want a big impact with this blonde in the front. For her front two sections, I mixed up Matrix Light Master with a 10 volume. She's already pretty blonde in the front, so I didn't want to use a 20 volume. That might be a little too harsh for her blonde. We still want to keep it nice and healthy.
Okay, so today, yep, we're gonna be doing the.
You're gonna explain it?
Oh god.
Should I have him do the voiceover?
I'm so scared of that angle.
Alrighty, so we're gonna be taking the foils out.
The foil's already out.
So the hair can be blonded.
Yeah, you take them out so it could be blonder.
Really good.
You're supposed to be explaining it.
Oh wait, am I still on camera?
Yeah, she's washing it. Most of the hair's falling out right now.
Don't explain that part.
It's smoking.
Oh my god.
And basically, we're gonna have to shave your head off.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite products I use at the bowl. It's the Olaplex number 2. I use it after I rinse out the lightener from the hair. Okay, it's time to tone, and this formula is going to be a little bit crazy because I was running out of my toners, so I had to kind of work with what I had. But we're going for an ashier blonde, but we still want to keep it bright. You always want to add a gold tone to keep the blonde bright, especially if you're using ashier colors. So I'm just going to let that sit for about 10 to 20 minutes. And here are the results, a beautiful blonde just using tip outs. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe.